What's good, YouTube? New music. I said new music video. That's crazy. Yo, this is a music video now. Let me start rapping. Anyways, the world don't need more rappers. You know what I mean? The world needs more doctors and lawyers. All right, you see, like 5 people just clicked off the video. Okay, let me get into this, though. Right before I got into this, I literally just said, what's up to my man Law. Say what's up to my guy Law. You know what I'm saying? Kid Law. You know what I mean? Got grenades around his neck and stuff like that, waiting for death. And speaking of death, you know what else is dead? This guy's music career. Okay, so his name was Arab, AR-AB. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to offend nobody. The worst criminal in hip-hop history. Let's hear about him. Make sure you like and subscribe and that other different kind of stuff. Blue.
King Ab, I got my own record company. I signed myself. Check this out. There's $500,000 on the table, man. This is $500,000 on the table. I don't have no boss. I've never had a boss in my life. And listen, y'all know who he is. The notorious Skinny Me. And guess what? That's what I like about Skinny Me music, man. Skinny Me will go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about it the same day. So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it. When he said I killed the and I did that, I seen him do it. When he said,
wait, is he dead ass? Hold on, I feel like I've seen this in a meme before. Is he dead ass, bro? Is this in an interview? Like, dead ass, bro. I was there that night we shot him. Then we went to the studio that same night and recorded. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really feel his music, bro, because we just did it.
Say somebody trying to drop on me, not wrestling me out for the gun.
Man.
And I seen him do it. I know he did it for
And I
fact.
seen him do it.
I was the most dangerous people in my neighborhood. I went to their block, and we came to their block, and there was 6 of us. We was gonna murder everybody on the corner. I didn't know one of my friends was on the corner.
Imagine just casually talking like this about another human life, though. We was about to pull up and just kill all them people, bro. Not gonna lie, delete all them motherfuckers. Like, for real. That's what we was gonna do. And that is so wild, bro. Imagine living like growing up in that kind of environment.
And guess who's on the corner?
You know what I'm saying?
One of my
bad
friends.
for the people that do. I wish y'all the best, though. For real.
No Brace Bros was on that
saying?
corner.
Stay in college.
Facts.
Find something good for yourself. Start your own business.
What
Get some
happened
money.
to No Brace Bros?
They had trouble. Drugs.
Man, just let that shit fly.
Since its inception, the line between what's real and what's fake in hip-hop has always been blurry. Often, rappers will conjure up tales from a treacherous past to illustrate not just how far they've come, but every potential hazard they had to avoid on the come-up. And depending on if you're an older rapper like Jay-Z or a younger artist such as 21 Savage, these stories can vary wildly.
I'm recording.
But no matter the case, the general perception is that anything you talk about in your raps happened in the past. Because if you were still actively partaking in illegal activity,
it'd just be a better idea, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, who
Particularly
wants
in
to
your life
look
as
at
a
a
rapper,
dark-ass
means that there's
video?
more eyeballs on you than
Ain't
ever
nobody
before,
want to do that. Come on.
right? Well, while this is common sense to most, there's a subset of hip-hop where keeping it real goes wrong. Very wrong. And in recent years, far too many rappers have been a little too honest on their tracks. In
Word,
essence,
bro. The
making them
first,
hip-hop's
bro,
dumbest
Bobby's
criminals.
first hit is literally what got him locked up. That is wild. If you really think about it, though. He was naming niggas, locations, streets, and all of that. He let it all fly. And it was an amazing record.
While one man stands above
I
all
bet you he has no regrets about making that song.
hip-hop's the dumbest criminal.
Would you?
Let's first touch on some others who found themselves jammed up due to their own lack of foresight. Although you could argue that it might have been chalked up to youthful naivety.
Nah, but TK, he was that was a unique case, cause you wanna know what the crazy thing is though? The first time I heard the race, I was in Haiti, bro. Crazy, right? I was in Haiti when I heard the race for the very first time from my god brother, and he was literally like, cause he kept on singing the lyrics, fuck a bitch, I'm trying to be, trying to blah, but I ain't be that cage, bitch, I did the race, like, you know, that main part that everybody was singing, he kept on saying that shit, and I'm like, yo, what lyric is that, and he said, oh, TK, you don't know about TK, bro, like, he literally is on the race when he did this song, and he was telling me about all that shit. I'm sitting in the middle of Haiti while hearing this shit, bro. Wild.
Naivety, there's no denying that K did
Yeah, I don't
himself
care,
no
though.
favors
You
before
know,
he was
if y'all didn't
catched.
care, just
After
fast
being
forward back
placed
to the
on
video.
house
It's all
arrest
good.
over
Just
a
fast
robbery
forward. It's
gone
all good.
wrong that saw a man
No?
lose his life,
Give me those
TK
views,
decided
you
to
feel
go on
me?
the run and release one of hip-hop's hardest tracks, all while cutting off his electronic ankle tag. And as he put it on The Race, I was trying to beat a case, but I didn't beat that case. I did The Race, featuring other incriminating lyrics such as, we was plotting, y'all was trying to get the packing, you get robbed for a fraction. TK only made matters worse when he tweeted, this house arrest 12, they gonna have to catch me on hood. He was eventually tracked down in New Jersey after a prolonged period on the run. It was soon revealed that he killed another man while evading cops, and after excerpts from The Race were used as evidence, he was given 55 years in prison. Another artist who self-snitched while actively doing dirt on the streets was YNW Melly. With hits such as Murder
What a
on My
shame,
Mind and
bro.
Mixed Personalities alongside Kanye West, it was Murder on My Mind which recounted the story of killing a former friend in cold blood that would seal his future. A year on from its release, Melly and a friend staged a drive-by shooting of their two friends and fellow YNW members, with the belief being that Melly was the man behind the trigger. As if that wasn't enough, he didn't exactly move without a trace, and the attempted cover-up was covered with his own fingerprints.
It looked like YNW Melly might be cooked. They said that Melly's
Water.
phone pinpointed him to around the area where the vehicle was traveling when it so-called got shot up. The ballistics of the quote-unquote shooting show that all the shots came from Melly's position in the car. They have surveillance footage basically showing Melly getting to that car in that same
breaking
position.
shit apart detail by detail, dumbing it down for all the dumb
ballistics
niggas
from
in
the
his chat. Not gonna lie.
With a case that's strengthened by over 60 pages of DNA evidence, all signs suggested that Melly is looking at life imprisonment at least, if not the death sentence. Although by no means the hardest criminal by nature, Tekashi 69
the hardest criminal by nature, you know what I'm saying? By no means, of course.
After initially asking some members
Realest
of the
nigga
Nine Trey
ever.
Bloods to appear in one of his music videos, 6ix9ine made gang culture into so much of his public image that he deluded himself into becoming one. Ambushed by his own gang and then indicted on racketeering charges, Tekashi quickly snitched and turned federal witness. Now, he may be released, but he's eternally looking over his shoulder. And what's more, his image has forever
That
been
shit really
tarnished.
came,
On the
like,
other side of the
became a whole
spectrum,
meme.
we have
He's
an
like,
artist
Your
Bobby
Honor,
Shmurda.
like,
Bobby
really,
came
you
out
gotta
self-snitching
trust me.
from
I'm
the
not
gate
doing
on
these
top,
things. It
admitting
was
that Mitch
him.
caught a body about a week ago in a reference to his dead friend Shiesty, which was used by the cops. Shmurda wasn't lucky in the sense that his rise to fame coincided with the fact that he and his crew's phone
Crazy
lines
how
were being
young
tapped.
these niggas
Combined
really
with
did
his lyrics,
look,
the
bro.
feds built a robust case, and Bobby found himself serving a 7-year bid. But where Tekashi was vilified, Bobby kept it honorable and thus kept his credibility. In fact, he cemented himself in the culture's good graces when he took a plea deal which entitled Rowdy Rebel to release early. I did it for Rowdy. They offered me 5 and offered Rowdy 12, Bobby said in an interview. They said the only way they'll give him 7 is if I took 7 too. So, you know, I had to take one for the dogs. In the ranks of
extra
hip-hop's
two, that's
most
what's up.
loose-lipped artists, it doesn't get much worse than Rollo. Hailing from ATL and affiliated with Gucci Mane's 1017, Rollo's appearance on Vlad TV saw him talk about his involvement in the drug business.
I was the biggest drug dealer in the Bluff for a long period of time. I had the Bluff and I had Simpson. I had the best quality drugs and I
Had the
also
best
had
quality, bro.
large quantity for a lower price. So I was out beating all my competition around the way. I had all my dudes who just built this big empire, a drug empire. When you come from the era, like, you don't feel like nothing wrong with it. The things that I do when I shot people or when I shoot people, I ain't feel like it was a bad thing to do because that's
This
what
is
we
what I be
did
saying
all
though.
our
Look at
life.
how he casually
behind
just
bars
talking
for the
about
foreseeable
taking another
future.
person's life, bro. I'm just saying, but it really be about the environments and stuff like that. You probably ain't come to this video for me to be preaching to you, but you gotta listen to this, you dumb fucks. Y'all niggas be out here thinking being all gangsta and acting like a certain way is all cool and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You need to go find some water and wash your asses. But real shit though. That's wild how you just gonna get on the video and just really say all of that? Like, really? Nothing happened to him?
Rollo has committed to never turn informant, but for all intents and purposes, he arguably took the stand against himself. But if Rollo worsened his own predicament, the man that's being awarded the honors of hip-hop's dumbest criminal of all time has got to go to AR Ab. In every aspect of today's society,
What be on about
things
this
evolve-
nigga? I really spent half the video talking about, like, you know, other niggas.
Get back to the video. Hailing from the notorious streets of North Philly, there was a time when AR Ab looked like he had a real shot of making it. A former battle rapper who aligned himself with Cassidy's Larceny family, AR Ab released a slew of critically acclaimed mixtapes and was tipped for a major label deal. A man who oversaw his own indie label OBH, AR was renowned for his authenticity, as when it came to Philly's illicit world, he was basically a crime kingpin. Nevertheless, AR got enough credibility in buzz and rap that he almost signed to Cash Money, and at the height of his visibility, he was referenced during Drake's beef with Meek Mill with Drizzy spitting, "I drove here in a Wraith playing AR Ab" on back-to-back. Soon, AR went from being the hot local rapper to an artist with some serious credence in the game.
Like, did that kind of change people's perception of you?
Yeah. Everybody kind of like take me serious now. A lot of people know my street reputation. Their whole thought process of me is Ab don't really rap. Just out here running around with guns and acting crazy. When Drake mentioned my name, it opened up a lot of ears who didn't know who I was or people who knew who I was. Then they say, you know what, let me listen to his music.
Although loosely affiliated and given what Baby referred to as the green light, AR Ab and other members of his crew such as Dark Low never acquired a deal with Cash Money. And as Dark Low explained, they couldn't let go of the street life that had already made them a fortune.
Everybody thought we were signed. As far as I know, it was never no deal involved. It was just Stunner was like, I with you. I want to show you some love. I want to just stand next to you. It was just about being around some real genuine.
With Dark Low saying that Drake was actually scared of AR-Ab, it seemed like he'd always struggled to really crack the mainstream. But whether fear came into it or not is actually up for debate, as in many ways, it seemed like if you were around AR-Ab, then his tendency to shoot his mouth off about everything he'd done in the streets could make you guilty just by association.
I made a lot of money. Not like drug lord, big.
So it's like you'll be next to a nigga, and then like a nigga will literally just talk about how he just like murked like 6 people last night, and like, yo, like, why you gotta talk about that when I'm with you? You feel me? Like, talk about that when the niggas that was with you that night was with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you with the niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you with the people that was with you that night, talk about it around them. You know what I'm saying? Am I ashy? This is not ash. Come on. Oh, my God. Both elbows. Focus. Not that bad. It ain't that bad. Easily fixable, too. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not address that. Let's not talk about that. This is an easily fixable problem. Come on. Okay. So, boom. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Like, bro, talk about it with them. Like, for real. Like, why do you need to talk about that kind of stuff when you with me? Just because we around people? Like, come on. There's cameras, bro.
I made hundreds of thousands of dollars on the street. I got little cousins and little brother who was already just shooting people. We had a rap group of like 4 or 5 artists, man. 2 of them in jail for murder right now. 2 different murders right now. And these happen to be the same guys I was with when me and Cassie got locked up for the murder. So these is my rap group people. It got that nasty in the streets.
Where they often say that real G's move in silence, AR-Ab basically carried around a megaphone for self-snitching. And as we see in the next clip, AR-Ab was so brazen with his criminal enterprise that he even outlined his plans for taking over a rival block.
We got like from the 20th Street all the way to Broad Street. It's an epidemic. We might take a block on the other side of Broad Street. I might put some work out there. We on 20th Street. I'm thinking about going to 10th Street. Nobody gonna do nothing about it anyway once we get over there.
By 2018, AR-Ab's past and present caught up with him when he, along with his crew, were indicted for his central role in a major drug trafficking operation. In 2021, he received a sentence of 45 years, meaning that at the age of 38 years old, he'll be in his 80s before he's a free man again. Meanwhile, Skinny Me was recently hit with a life sentence of his own in Dark Low.
Wait, he got hit with
a what? We on 20th Street. I'm thinking about going to 10th Street. Nobody gonna do nothing about it anyway once we get over there.
By 2018, AR-Ab's past and present caught up with him when he, along with his crew, were indicted for his central role in a major drug trafficking operation. In 2021, he received a sentence of 45 years, meaning that at the age of 38 years old, he'll be in his 80s before he's a free man again. Meanwhile, Skinny Me was recently hit with a life sentence of his own in Dark Low, serving 7.5 years. As for AR-Ab's lengthy jail term, lawyer Mo Gangat believes that even that could have been avoided if he had just stopped doing interviews.
And what happened at AR-AB's sentencing was a tragedy. The judge, before he announces the sentence, says, "Young man, you've been sitting in my courtroom listening to the statements of the victims, listening to the prosecutor discuss your crimes, and the entire time you've had your hands folded like this. You don't look contrite. You don't look like you respect this process. I have the ability here today to give you a range of sentences. It could be anywhere from here to 45. And what I'm gonna do, based on your behavior here today, I'm giving you the max." And if I was AR's lawyer, I gotta be in tune with my client. I gotta, before he goes in there, let him know that, bro, keeping it real goes wrong. You think you're gonna go in there, you're gonna stand tall. They won't break you if you act contrite. They'll break you if they give you another 20 years.
Although AR-Ab's story didn't pan out well for him, it did represent a turning point for cultural awareness of how to act when the cameras are on. And if there's any positive legacy that can be extracted from this lack of secrecy, it's that it has enforced a wariness around certain platforms. During an interview on Vlad TV, the very channel on which AR did so much of his self-incrimination, Sue Surf did all but name AR-Ab's name while speaking of the dangers of doing interviews and discussing street activity.
Might hold you up to a high standard. You got a couple indicted. You're a baiter, but you wouldn't say I got anybody indicted, but you fish. No. Some of my peers aren't fast enough or aren't intelligent enough to know when it's bait being swung their way.
If police ever try to seize any sort of footage, I would deny it. I would fight it.
You don't got to. It can go straight to YouTube.
From TK to AR-Ab,
that's what I'm saying. They don't have to go to him. They could just watch the damn video, and it's like, hey, the fuck? Like, I'm just saying. That is crazy though. Nah, but I completely forgot that I was recording. That is honestly, yo, see, that's what happened when that's what happened when you watch a really good music video. You immersed and you're like, you're clung to it though. But that's pretty much it though. So, subscribe, like, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.